we had a guest last week, so we didn't really talk about anything else other than Charlie Hubley.
This is true.
I was going to touch base about my experience with Mick Foley. I don't know.
Yes,
I
want to hear.
Yes,
you want to talk about that
I would
now,
love
or?
to hear that.
All right, so
Tell me the story. Tell everybody the story. Tell me the story. I didn't hear the story.
I'll tell you the story. So I was supposed to ring announce the Saturday and Sunday shows, just the main event, because Chuck wants me to be like the Michael Buffer of UCW, brother.
Michael Buffer.
Michael Buffer.
No, it's the Friday, Saturday.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah. So Friday, I was getting everything ready for the show. I had my suit packed and whatever I pack for a show. And about 2:30, my phone rings and it's Chuck Martin, and he's like, "We have a big problem." And I was like, "Oh, what's that?" And he goes, "Mick Foley's flight was canceled." I said, "Oh, fuck, that sucks," because I know, like, running a company, if you one of your talent that you're bringing in that everyone bought tickets for, cancels day of.
That's not one
That
of the talents
sucks.
that everybody bought tickets for. That's the talent everybody bought tickets
so
for.
my heart just sank for him, and he was like, "Yeah," he said he could rent a car and drive to St. Stephen's, New Brunswick, if someone can go get him. And I was like, "Chuck, I'm your man. I'll go get him for you, brother."
Yeah.
I will go. He said, are you really? I said, "Yeah, I'll go. No problem. I'm off at 4. I will drive to St. Stephen's, New Brunswick, pick up Mick Foley, and bring him home. Bring him back." He said, "Thank you so much. I owe you one." He hangs up. And 2 minutes later, my phone rings again. And it's Bushwhacker Luke. "Hey, Dave, you know who this is?" I was like, "It's Luke." He's like, "You go to that CAC thing." I was like, "Yeah, I do." And he goes, "Oh, so you can cross the border." I was like, "Oh, fuck, I know where this is going."
Yeah.
He said, can you go to Bangor, Maine and pick up Mick? And that way he doesn't have to drive all the way to St. Stephen's. So I said, fuck. I already said, yes, I do it. So what's another 2 hours? So I said, yeah, I'll drive to Maine at 4 o'clock. I will go get him. So then Mick texts me and he's, "Hi, I'm Mick Foley."
How was that getting that text?
Right?
Oh, come on. This is Chuck fucking
Yeah.
texting me.
Just as Vince McMahon. Yeah, right.
Yeah, fuck off.
So he tells me that he's driving from New York. He's visiting his mom. He told me what time he's leaving when he arrives in Bangor, Maine. So we're trying to coordinate that we both get there together. So 4 o'clock, I jump my car. Off I go to Bangor, Maine. Get to the border. The guy's asking me why I'm going to the States. I said, "Oh, I'm picking up someone to bring back to Canada." He said, "Who?" I said, "Mick Foley." He goes, "Cactus Jack?" I said, yeah, that's exactly who I'm bringing back. He goes, "Oh my God, that's so cool." He let me go.
That's
So,
hilarious.
I get to Bangor, Maine. Mick is about 45 minutes after me, so I'm just hanging out at the airport waiting for him.
At least he wasn't sitting there waiting for you.
Yeah, right? And we're texting the whole way back and forth with each other on the trip down. Like,
Right.
"Oh, he's all going to be late because there was traffic in Connecticut," or I don't know, wherever he said.
Right.
So I pick him up, or I meet him. He recognizes me from the last time he was here. He just called me the guy who played Santa Claus. That's how he, and I was like, "I'll take it."
Right.
So he drops off his rental car, gets in my car, goes on satellite radio because the basketball game's on. He wants to listen to the last of because he's a big Boston Celtics fan.
Right.
And then we're off, and we're driving back to Halifax for another, so 6.5 hours to get to Bangor, Maine.
Right.
Turn around. Now I have 6.5 hours to drive with Mick Foley.
Fun. Did you drive overnight?
We drove. Yeah. Well, I picked him up He showed up at 11:15 Canadian time.
Right.
At night, and then we drove. We got in Halifax at 7 a.m.
So you just drove all night?
Drove all night. Mick Foley stayed up all night. We talked our ears off to each other. But the funny story is, we get to the border, and the young guy at the border doesn't have a fucking clue who Mick Foley is.
Right.
So he's like, "Oh, what you come to Canada for?" And Mick's like, "Oh, I'm a entertainer. I'm just coming up to do a couple shows." And the guy goes, "Oh, are you selling anything while you're up here?" He goes, "Oh yeah, socks." and as soon as he said it, I was like, "Oh shit." And that guy goes, "Socks? Are you selling pants and shirts too?" He goes, "No, just socks. I got 200 pairs of them." And that guy goes, "You want to sell 200 pairs of socks?" And Mick goes, "Well, I hope so." And that guy goes, yeah, pull over there and come into the building. So we go into the building. And
so you and Mick hobble into the building.
Yeah, right? So we go in the building, and the only other people in the building are a family of 3 that were also... Is it detained? I don't know. What's the term that you are stopped?
I don't know if that's detained or not.
Not detained, but they were brought in as well.
Right.
Well, the
second examination.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
So
Before they put the finger in their butt.
yeah. So the man at the desk also does not recognize Mick Foley at all. So he's calling him Michael. What are you doing? Come to Canada, Michael.
Michael, yeah.
And I see here you're going to sell socks. Meantime, at the corner of my eye, I can see this man, wife, and child. The man's freaking out because he knows who Mick Foley is.
Yeah.
And in the middle of being interrogated, this man comes up. He goes, Mick Foley, Undertaker. I know this is a bad time. Can I get a picture?
That's fucking so
So
funny.
Mick takes a picture and then looks at the guy and goes, see? He knows who I am. So the guy goes, let's go out to your luggage. So he goes out and he unzips Mick's suitcase, and when he opens it up,
I don't imagine you're worried because it's not like Mick Foley's going to have a pound of weed on him.
But when he opens up the suitcase, there's like 200 Mr. Sockos all facing up.
Like a fucking bad horror
It
movie.
looked like every face was looking up. And I'm thinking, this cannot get any worse. And the guy goes, what's this? Mick says, those are the socks I'm selling. So we have to go back in the building. So we're sitting on this, it looks like a giant church pew, just me and Mick. Right. And we look like we're waiting for the principal. And he goes, can you imagine if I don't get in the country because of socks? What are we going to do? I said, well, I'm going to have to drive you back to Bangor, Maine, and then go home and explain to people why you're not here. So let's hope. So we're there for an hour. And finally, the man at the desk calls his supervisor to come down because he doesn't know what to do. Because Mick has gone up to the desk 3 times to show MickFoley.com, a YouTube video, like just
really?
oh yeah.
Getting thrown off the cage.
Yeah. So finally, the supervisor comes down and fucking starts marking out.
Nice.
He knows who Mick Foley is. And
Perfect.
I was like, oh my God, thank God. He goes, oh my God, that's Mick Foley. Come on up. And you could tell he wanted to ask for a photo, but he had to act professional.
Is that the border? For
Yeah,
fuck's sakes?
yeah. So he goes, how much are those socks? Mick goes, how much did I pay for them, or how much am I going to sell them for? And I was like, shut up, Mick. And the guy goes, how much did you pay for them? And Mick goes, $1.10 each, maybe. And the guy goes, all right, so there's like a percentage of taxes. So he charged Mick $11 US. Mick paid it, and he's like, all right, have a nice day. And the guy was like, marking a little bit.
That's fucking so funny.
We get in the car, and off we go. Back to Halifax. Wow. It was awesome though. We never talked about wrestling hardly at all unless he brought it up. Like I didn't want to bring up wrestling at all. We talked about family and Christmas, a lot about Christmas because he's a huge country music fan. So he had
that makes me respect him a little less.
He had he had the what's the satellite radio, the Willie Nelson channel. And it was playing all these twangy 1950s country music, and he was singing them all, and he'd go, you know this song? And I was like, no.
Jesus Christ. But did you say, I love Bryan Adams?
Yeah, well, I know. But then we almost ran over a deer, and he grabbed my leg, and I was like, don't worry, Mick, I am not going to be the one that kills Mick Foley. Then The Gambler by Kenny Rogers came on, and the two of us, it was 4 a.m., and we're just screaming and singing. And I'm like thinking, I'm driving on the highway singing The Gambler with Mick Foley.
At 4 a.m.
I should be filming this, but I'm not. So
the memory is better.
Yeah, so we're about an hour to Halifax, and we've talked about everything we could possibly talk about. And I go, oh, Mick, by the way, what was it like getting thrown off that cell? He goes, you fucking asshole.
Of course.
Anyway, we get him to Halifax, and he did the shows, and he was fucking awesome. And I bought him some gifts because his phone charger sucks, so I went out and bought him a new phone charger because that's what you do, right? You know, Bought him a bag of all-dressed chips because he heard all about all-dressed chips and never tasted them.
He's never had them?
No.
Oh, my God.
And a lot of the Americans that when come here, that's what they want.
Yeah, because they're the best.
That's
Yeah.
what AJ wanted, right?
We bought him a little Christmas ornament, a Nova Scotia themed Christmas ornament, and I texted him yesterday for his birthday.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we're friends now.
You're friends now.
With Mick Foley.
That's sweet, man.
So that's my Mick Foley story.
That's awesome.